Today we are going to learn how input devices and output devices are connected to PLC and how programming is done. So programming part is done, and later on let us find out how this input and output field devices are connected to PLC and how it affects the PLC programming. So this is our PLC block diagram, where this is known as input devices or field devices. This is output devices or field devices. This is power supply. This is programming device. This is an input image table, input. This is output image table. Your user program is saved. This, whether it is ladder logic, function block, or structure language. Okay, and here are data storage of bits and bytes. Inputs of PLCs are in this data storage. Okay, so these input devices are connected to image tables, and output devices are connected to output image tables. Programming devices may be PC or laptop. Okay, power supply is given to all these things. This is PLC. Okay, so input devices could be a switch, a type of contact like pressure or temperature switch, NO contact, NC push button, anything that is in the field as an input devices. Okay, and this is connected to power supply. Okay, and output devices may be lamp, okay, or pump, okay, or a solenoid valve, anything. Okay, and this all are connected to again a power supply. Okay, now let's move on. What is input image table and what is output image table? Whenever a switch changes position from open to close, or and pressure switch sends and gives an input, or changes condition, or a contact changes position, or a push button is pressed, a signal is passed through and it goes to image table. So it is linked like this. Let us assume a push button. Okay, a push button, its address, let its address be I:0/0. Okay, so there is a 16-bit register, okay, in a PLC where this address belongs. Okay, so it is a push button gives me a on or off, that is 1 or 0 condition. So its last bit is reserved, it could be 1 or it could be 0. So when it is pressed, it will be 1, or else if it again pressed or it is released, then it will become 0. Okay, so this is how an input image table updates by input field devices. Okay, and similarly and O:0/0. okay, 16-bit register, its last bit is reserved for a lamp. If there is a lamp, then there will be or 0 or 1 only. Okay, so it will update when a program or a user program is programmed, like if this button is pressed, then lamp should be on, so lamp will be on. Okay, now and okay, so user program, in this thing, a program is stored. Okay, and nothing else is there in the, this is the PLC function block diagram, and this is how it works. Okay, now I think we should move on how programming is done. Okay, so do you understand, when a switch is pressed, then its image table is 1 or 0 is changed. Similarly, after some program is run, then its output is changed from 0 or 1 or 1 to 0. Okay,